In this video, I'm going to explain how to install Visual Studio Code and connect to a server, a remote server. So please go to this website of Visual Studio Code and download it and install it. So it will be easy step for you, and please do it. And then you're going to get this kind of window that is Visual Studio Code. And in order to set up the environment, remote work environment, you need to install some plugins. Plugins can be installed here. The first package you need to install is remote something. You click on remote development here, then install, and it will take some time. So after installing this remote development plugin, you can click in the left bottom of the window here, some button looking like the brackets, and then you're going to be popped up with these remote options. And you click remote SSH connect to a host button, and then it is going to list up the SSH hosts that are already configured in your configuration. So a CS420, for example, is already configured for my setup, and I just click it, and then it is going to pop up new windows that is connecting to the remote desktop. So it is opening the remote, and it is installing the host here, installing basically some remote server features. And after connecting to the server, you should install some plugins inside the remote machine by clicking this plugin button and then search for the plugin. The first plugin you need to install is Rust. Its name is Rust RLS here, and you click it, and then install it. And the second plugin you need to install is Code LLDB. Also click it and install it. And after that, you are required to reload it. Now, you open a Rust project. Here is an example project written in Rust that is called Crossbeam. And you can, for example, open Crossbeam epoch source some file and then build it by choosing Rust cargo build. And you need to install RSS, so you install it. And at the same time, you're actually building this repository. And at the same time, you are actually installing some RLS. Let's do it again. Let's do it. Some run build task again. Then it is going to see what's going on in the building. Oh, it is finished building. It's okay. And at the same time, you can start debugging by pushing this button using LLDB, but it will automatically create some debug profile for you so that you can immediately start debugging. Like this. For example, you can set a breakpoint here. For example, I'm going to breakpoint here, and then do debugging. Oh, there is no breakpoint meant to be set here. But if I check internal, and then there's some test code down there. Then if I set breakpoint here, then oh, it is not breaking. Oh, you can check, you can select the debugging profile. For example, at this point of time, I'd like to choose crossbeam epochs unit tests, debug unit tests in library crossbeam epoch, and then debug it again. And it is trying to execute the code, and yeah, it is breaking at this line of code, and blah blah. You can step over to the next line, or step into the next the function call, or etc. in this interactive debugging profile. So to summarize, you can connect to the server that is called CS420, which I'm going to provide with another video, and you can connect it inside the code IDE, and you can execute the Rust code, and you can debug Rust code. So I hope everyone has set up your working environment for your homework.